Okay, DNM, Daryl, good evening. All right, so we're live, and live. What's going on down here? Whoa, hold the phone. Hold the phone. All right, we're rolling. All right, Vince, D-Man, Phil, Spike Jones, Luke, Nick Knack. What's going on? What's going on? Good evening, everyone. My name is James. This is Dividend Stock Talk, where I invest in dividend stocks for weekly cash flow, looking for a simple, safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week using nothing but pre-qualified dividend stocks. And you may ask, what the heck is that? Those are companies that have been consistently profitable for 2 or more decades. 2 or more decades of consistent profitability. Now, I look for 2 things, and basically only 2 things, for any company that I invest my money into. Number 1, consistency of profitability. Why the heck would I want to put my money into a company that's not profitable? That just doesn't make any sense to me. Number 2, do they have weekly options? That's it. Consistent profitability, weekly options. That's it. Lisa G, what's happening? You can let them know they get a daily bonus points after completing all daily missions. Oh, cool. That's fun. All right, Glenn, Fitar, Tim Middlemiss. All right, Tim Middlemiss, how are you today? Uh-oh, B wants to take a look at RTX. All right, well, first one on the list tonight, RTX. Way to go, Mr. B. Mr. B, right. RTX Telecom. Okay. Interesting. I like the way it looks. I like the movement. James Quick. Dr. Dev is in the house. What's going on, Dr. Dev? All righty. So RTX, I'm looking for 5 things on this chart. It takes me 3 to 4 seconds. Are you ready to count with me? Ready? Let's go. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's it. 5 things. The high, the low. Where was it a year ago? Where is it now? And what's the flow? Up, down, up, down, up. That's it. That's one whole year broken down really quick. Lisa G. Okay. Hog in at 29. Is it worth it to dollar cost average? Lisa G, hold on 1 second. Let's do RTG first, or RTX. Let's do RTX first, and then we'll take a look at Harley Davidson. Okay, Lisa? Just hang chill. Let's do this. Ooh, who do we have over here? Annie McReynolds, how are you today? What are you doing? We're doing interesting stuff here. Who do we have? It's Loggy. Okay, how am I doing? I'm doing fine. Hi, how are you doing today? I'm doing wonderful. What are you doing? Do you consider yourself a racist? Well, thank you. Me, a lose. All right. Interesting. Guys, the views, I need to tell you something. Good. Do you consider yourself a racist? What about you? Okay, thank you. All right, Gary, good evening. Manza, good evening. Kiki, Awakening, Andrew, Johanna. Kirk, first place trade. Okay. Navia, okay. Jesse, John. Okay, so here we are. Basically, this baby's going up, came back down. Now she's going up again. 171.93. Okay, so I'll be looking at the 172. That'll be right there, and that is not even close to 1%. But we got a minor problem. The minor problem would be that tomorrow is Wednesday, which means we got 3 days left. Okay, most of the time you're not going to get a full 1 or 2% on a Wednesday because there's only 3 days. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. That's 5 days. That's easy to get 1%. Wednesday, not so much. We might have to go into next week because currently the 172s are going for 103. Yeah, that doesn't work for me. What about next week? Next week's 172s go for 219. Now that I can get my head around. So let's do that one. Dan, Robert, what's happening? Abdullah, good evening. SA, what's going on? All right, so look at the last couple of months. Okay, here's your bottom, top, down, up, down, up. Okay, got the top right here, bottom's here. Now she's rolling to the upside. Oh, that works for me. So let's do one. This will be the first one of the evening. Let's see what happens. Let's get this out of there. Let's get that out of there. Let's jump on over to the covered call. I like that. 172. There it is. Let's just do one contract so you get a good idea what the numbers should look like. All right. Here's our first one of the day. DD, what's going on? Carpenter. Carpenter doesn't. Daniel, life is better. Madeline, how are you? Adam, I just saw you sneak in. Buy one covered call RTX 19 December. That's this coming. No, that's not this coming Friday. That's next Friday. Okay. 172 call option. 290 is my profit. 16 is the investment. Okay. Anytime you do an investment, you're going to get a rate of return. You got to put some money in order to get some money back out again. Okay, fine. If I put 16 grand into this, it's going to give me a rate of return. And what does that number look like? For that, we need the calculator. Come out wherever you are. There we go. And the profit 290 into the calculator right here. Max profit 290. What is it costing me? Well, the cost of the trade, including commissions and fees, 17,000. So let's divide it out. Okay, divide it. 16,960. Okay, that's 1.7%. Now, I'm pretty much okay with 1.7% for a week because my goal is 1% a week. So I'm pretty much okay with 1.7. I mean, why not? Think about it. 1% a week is going to be 50% for a year. Okay? So 1.7, that's going to be a decent number, right? Here we go, RTX. RTX 172.50. The 19th of December. That's next Friday. Here's my profit, 290. Here's my investment, 1690. Okay, well, that comes to 1.7%. Asif wants to take a look at SIG. Bill, how you doing? Shane, I saw you there. Stan, trying to sneak away. Stan, I see you. 1.7 for today. What? Oops, that ain't gonna work. 1.7. All right. Okay, 1.7. I like RTX. Thanks, B. Now, Lisa G wants to take a look at Harley Davidson. Now, I already have me some Harley Davidson. So let's see what it looks like. Let's get out of here. Get out of there. Get out of there. And let's go back to here and put in some Harley Davidson. HOG. Here we go. Oh, that don't look good at all. Sorry, Lisa, that don't look good. Sit tight for a second. Hold on. Here's the top, bottom. Where was it? Where is it? Look at the motion. Down, up, down. We're at 2187. Now, Lisa, I got this also. But here's the thing. Harley Davidson has been in business for over 100 years. I don't think they're going anywhere. Yeah, they're having a little bit of an issue. Down, up, down. Okay. Now, me personally, Lisa, I can't tell you what to do. Okay, you're thinking about dollar cost averaging. Sit tight because it's still dropping. Okay, never dollar cost average as it's dropping. Wait until it finds the bottom. See, look at here. Drop, 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 drop. It stopped and then it turned around. Now it's dropping again. It's going to stop and turn around again. When? We don't know. It's just a game. It's just a game that we play. Great. So I like Harley Davidson. I'm going to dollar cost average too, but I'm going to wait until she gets to a bottom, which not today. It might be tomorrow. Might be the day after. We just don't know. Are you a teacher? Thank you, Annie. I'm so confused. Homework tomorrow. Sorry, Annie, can't help you out. No, I'm not a teacher, but thank you for asking anyway. All right, so RTX, righty. HOG, not this week, but all right, let's keep on going. Who do we have downstairs? Hold on. Wow. Are in the Zoom running. Mr. J questions. In the Zoom running. Yeah, the Zoom's running. It should be. There's only one person there. There's only one person in the Zoom call. Is what it is. Sometimes they show up, sometimes they don't. Eric, how are you doing? McLovin, back again. Right. Oh, right. Where are we? Bully Bears. Rick. Okay. Back up to where we were. Where are we? All right. We did that one. Did that one. Ken Ray, good evening. WBD. Too fun. What's WBD? WBD. Warner Brothers. No. I don't buy at the high, dude. It just doesn't make any sense. That's how quick that was. Yep. Nope. Merv, how you doing? Too fine. SoFi. SOFI. Okay. SoFi is dropping at the moment. See? Up, down, up, down, up, down. So, no, not this week. Okay? Down, up, down, up, down. If you like SoFi, wait for it to hit a bottom. Because that's what they do. They go up, they go down. They go up, they go down. Now, this one hasn't hit a bottom yet, so it might be still coming down if you really like SoFi. Okay, you've heard it hundreds, maybe thousands of times. Buy low, sell high. Well, she's dropping. As she finds the bottom, then jump in. Now, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just saying. If I was going to do it, that's what I would do. So Asif wants to do SIG, S-I-G. Where did it go? There it is, right there. S-I-G. S-I-G. Signet Jewelers. Now, it looks kind of interesting here. High, low, where was it? Where is it? Down, up, down, up. 87.25. The 87's going for 155. Yeah, I'll do that. Wait a second. Let's do the 88s. Because the 87's just a little bit out of range. Okay, so the 88s. All right, a year ago. I'm going to need glasses for this one. A year ago, we are at 88.26. We bought them out in March at 45. We peaked the top 110. That was the end of October. Okay. High, low, where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Down, up, down, up, down, up. So it's actually going up. You got 2 days to the upside right there. That's what I look for. Okay. Got a bottom, 2 days to the upside. The third day I jump in. Bottom, 2 days to the upside. Third day I jump in. I don't change my rules for everything just because it's a good stock or if it's a bad stock. I always make sure, is it a company that I like? Is it having a dividend? Is it profitable? Do I mind holding on to this for the long term or until it hits my target, whatever that may be? So yeah, SIG looks pretty good. 30-day top, 30-day bottom. Now she's going up. That makes sense. Now, I'm not going to do the order before the market opens. I'm going to let the market open first and find out, is it going to be higher than 87.25 or lower than 87.25? And that will be my deciding factor tomorrow morning at 9:30. So let's see what it's going to look like. So we're going to do one at 87. So let's figure that one out. Let's get rid of this. Let's change this to the covered call that we love so much. And the 88 right there. One contract at the market. There we go. And here's Gianni. Boom. There we go. Buy one covered call. SIG. 19 December. That's next Friday. Okay. The 88 call option. 285 is the profit. 8515 is the investment. Okay. You got to make an investment in order to make a profit. You can't get a profit by not doing anything. So you need to ask yourself a question. Do you like this stock? SIG. Are you willing to buy it, hold it until it hits your target, and do a weekly covered call every single week to bring in some extra cash? Think about it. You buy the stock, you collect the dividend every 90 days. Now, most people, that's all they do. But here we're twisting it just a little bit because this baby has weekly options. So not only am I looking at that dividend, yay, I'm also looking to get a 1% return on a weekly basis. So let's check out what is the return for this particular trade. Then you got to ask yourself, do I really like this company? 285 is the profit. Okay. 285 is the profit. Okay. Maximum profit. 285. Cost of trade, including commissions and fees, 8,500. Now you may think you're going to lose that money. No, because once you buy those 100, 200, 500, 1,000, however many shares you buy, those are yours until you decide to sell them. So you never take a loss unless you consciously decide to sell for less than what you paid for. Give me a second. What's happening down here? Beast. Dev. Got it. So talking about the desktop, you weren't talking to me, but because didn't have the type, blah, blah, blah. Please, I couldn't, but blah, blah, blah. Okay. You guys having a conversation without me. All right. Do I really need to be here? Okay. So you guys down here in YouTube, we are going to have, what do you call that? We'll worry about it another time. I get better choices, better chances of answering some of those questions. When I get, what do you call that? Person who comes in and monitors all the questions and fields them for me. Not a manager. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. All right, so let's keep on keeping on. UNH. Tufan wants to take a look at UNH. Oh, wait a second. We want to hold this one. I want to hold on to this one. Why not? 2.85. Okay. 285 divided by 85.15. 85.15 gives me a grand total of 3.3%. All right. Well, that works for me. Okay. My goal for me is 1% a week because 1% every week is over 50% per year. So 3.3%, hell yeah, why not? SIG, SIG, 19 December. That's next Friday. The 88 call option. Here's the profit, 285, and there's the investment, 8,500. Now, what I'm looking to do is a simple, safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week. Now, when I say simple, okay, the simplest strategy is just buying the stock. But there's a minor flaw with just buying the stock. You actually have to wait. Christina, no Zoom? Hold that second. Let's see if I can do this one more time. Oh, yeah, silly me. I forgot to do that. Hold on a second. Yeah, hold on one second. Don't. All right. I'll be there in a second. Let me just get this thing done and over with. Oh, audience. I thought I sent out the link. Hold on, Christina. I thought I did. There it is. Let's get rid of that. All right, gonna send that. Give it a second. All right, let's try it this way. Lucky Dancer invites you to co-host. Yeah, he's got one follower. Why would I co-host with somebody with one follower? Then again, I have no idea what he wants to talk about. Maybe he wants to talk about Tupperware. Who knows? See, I don't co-host with anyone that I don't know, because you just don't know what they want to talk about. And then I have no idea what language he wants. I co-hosted once with somebody. I didn't understand the damn word he said. So what would be the point, you know? Hey, got that working. Let's try this one more time. One more time, if we try. One more time for all the old times. All right, so what are we doing here? We want to go to Yahoo Finance. There we go. All right, we're going to need that in a minute. All right, all right. So, Christina, I just sent it over. Hopefully that works. Okay, how many we got over here now? It is working. We got people over there now. All right, Christina, the Zoom is working. We got some questions. What questions do we have? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Good evening, good evening. Bloody jolly good. How are you guys doing today? All right, so let's keep on going. Where are we now? Yahoo Finance. And then we sing something like, come on, come on, come on, now touch me, baby. Can't you see that I am... Okay, UNH. Take a look at UNH next. Hold on. Did we even do SIG? Yeah, it's right there. Okay, 3.3. Okay, SIG is at 3.3. 3.3. Yeah, buddy. All righty. So 3.3 for SIG. What's next? Okay, what's next? What's next? There's something in the air. What's this? What's this? There's white stuff everywhere. What is this? All right, back to single. There we go. And what is next? UNH. What? Hello? I heard someone. No? All right. Alrighty, alrighty. Looks like trash again on YouTube. Thank you, Mr. Flair Woo. One, type your name. That means you're trying to talk. Okay, don't get it so talking, blah, blah, blah. Desktop weren't, blah, 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 blah. Okay, up, down, trader, how you doing? Moderator, thank you. Moderator, all right. Up, down, isn't that you? Up, yep, that's me. All righty, cool bean. What was that? CCL. Okay, all righty. Yeah, but if I switched, I only have one device. The kids have all the tablets. Yeah, but see, here's the funny thing. Okay, now for you guys watching on YouTube, you're watching on the phone. It's a small one. Why not go to the big screen TV? And I'm not the big screen TV, because this right here is live. It's live right now. So you can watch it on the big screen. It makes it so much easier. All right. 25 wants to take a look. UNH. Let's take a look at it. UNH. University of New Hampshire. I'm going to say no this week only because here's your top 600. The bottom's here at 250. Look what's happening right here. All right. You can zoom in. Last 3 months, last 90 days. Up, down, up, down. Sorry. If you like UNH, give it a little bit of time. Wait for the new bottom to show up. They always do. Stocks only do two things. They go up and then they go down. And imagine that. They go back up again, and just like clockwork, they go back down again. That's it. All righty. Mr. Flair Woo wants to take a look at Visa. Visa. Nope, not this week. Top, bottom, where was it? Where is it? Up, down. Yeah, no thank you. Not this week. Wait for the bottom to show up. Okay. Here's your 30-day top. She drops back up, back down. The bottom's got to be down around here somewhere. If you really like Visa, just wait. The bottom will show up. Okay, because that's all they do. They go down, they go up, they go down. Once it gets to the bottom, it'll turn around and go back up again. Okay. CPB. Campbell Soup, CPB. That's what Campbell Soup's. Good. Do you see this right here? I heard a funny story today. Don't know if it's true, but I'm going to share it with you. All right. Here's Campbell Soup. Here's the high of the year. A year ago, 44. She drops down to 30, shoots back up to 34, and then drops here. I'm going to zoom into this right there. I'm going to share something with you. All right. Last 90 days. It's the last 3 months. Top, bottom. Look at this. Sideways, down, up, down, up, down, up. Big ass drop. Where'd that big ass drop come from? Let me tell you where it came from. All right. Here's the top. Here's the bottom. Look at this. Up, down, up, down. This right here. Okay. This morning, this baby opens up at $30. Okay. Then, this is what I heard. Okay. Then somebody finds a video, a recording of the CEO basically stating, I ain't eating that shit. That stuff is no, I wouldn't feed that to my dog. Basically what he said. The CEO of Campbell Soup got caught red-handed on record. Somebody recorded him saying, I wouldn't eat that soup. That shit is dog crap. That's basically what he said. And then the stock goes from 30 down to 28. Okay? So from 30 to 28, yeah, that's $2. But $2 on a $30 stock, not quite 10%, but it's a pretty big drop. Okay? So do some research on it. Okay, what did the CEO of Campbell Soup get caught saying on recording? All right, what else do we got? Eric wants to take a look at Oracle. Now, I bought me some Oracle. I bought me some Oracle this morning, and I also got me some Dell this morning and Intel because they all looked good. Top, bottom, where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Down, up, right there. Hell yeah, I like it. Look at the movement. You can argue all you want. Here's your last 90 days, the last 3 months. Here's the top, here's the bottom. Now she's bouncing. Well, that's what we're looking for. So 221. Okay, the 220 is going for 14. Yes, you heard that right. The option for the 220 call on Oracle is going for $14. That's over 6%. Let's check it out. All right. The last 90 days. Oh, wait. Let's get the glasses out for this one. All right. A year ago, the top 331. That was a year ago. Okay. Right here. 331. A year ago. All right. The bottom. Right here. She drops. Now she's going back up again. Does it make sense to jump in and do the 220s if you like this stock? Because remember, never buy something unless you plan on holding it long term. Now, don't get me wrong. If I buy it in the morning and somebody takes it away from me at a profit, I really don't care because I will buy it again at some point, probably next year, maybe this year, but we only got a couple weeks left for this year. All right. Anyway, so let's get rid of that. Let's do the covered call. Let's do the 220 right there. Okay, one contract so we don't get scared away with the big numbers. Market, there we go. Here's Johnny. Tell him what he's won. Well, Bill, here we got today. Buy one covered call of Oracle. The 19th December. That means the option is going to expire Not this Friday, but next Friday. So basically, you have about 10 days, 10 days to figure this out. So if you're an option buyer, you've got 10 days. Shit, I get off the pot. Okay. But no, as an option seller, I own the stocks and I can decide to sell them or not sell them if I want. But if I give someone or sell somebody the right, which is a covered call, to buy it from me at a certain price by a certain date, I get to pull in $1,000. Here's what it sounds like: buy one covered call, Oracle 100, that's the weeklies. 19 December 25, that's next Friday. The 220 call option. The stock is at 223 at the moment. Yeah, it's at 223. And I'm thinking of selling the 220s. That's less than what I paid for it. That just means it's safer. Okay, and I'm making a nice fat profit. All right, so let's take a look. Calculator. First thing I want to do is put in 1,043 because that's the profit. Okay, remember when I said earlier I'm looking for a simple, safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week? Well, remember when I said simple? The simplest trading strategy is just buying the stock. But unfortunately, you have to wait for the stock to move in order to realize your profit. So you never know when that's going to happen. The covered call is just a little bit different. So I'm going to buy the stock, 223. I'm going to turn around and sell it for 220, which is $3 less than what I paid for it. Okay, well, the person buying it at 220 is going to pay me a premium. That's kind of like, hey, let me give you $20. Let me cut in line. You get the movies, you get the long ass line. Hey, let me give me $20. Let me cut in line. Same thing, kinda. Okay, I bought it at 223. I'm selling it at 220. Whoever's buying it from me is giving me $14 per share. Well, that comes to a grand total of 1,043. What is it costing me? Well, my investment plus commissions and fees is 20 grand. All right, so let's do the math. You take the profit, 1043, you divide it by the 20,957. It gives you a grand total of 4.9%. 4.9 for 1 week. Why not? Think about it. Why not? Do you like Oracle? Is it going anywhere? Do you honestly think it's going to disappear and not be here? Well, then why not jump in? All right, so Oracle, 4.9%. I like it, I like it, I like it, I do. I like it, and how about you? All right, what do we got? There it is. Come to Papa. All righty. Oracle. 19 December, that's next Friday. The 220 call option. 1,043 is the profit for one contract. Well, one contract is 21 grand. Okay, that might be a little step up for some of you. Okay, maybe you might have to stick to $10, $20, $30, $50, $80 stocks because we're all on a different journey. We all have a different amount to work with. We all have a different risk factor. We all have a certain amount of time, not only money, but time, because you do have to put in 5 or 10 minutes every single day. Just think of it as getting a pet cat. Well, you got to water it, you got to feed it, you got to clean up the litter box. It's the same thing. Okay, I'm going to take a look at it. Where's it at? Where's it going? What does it look like? Is the company profitable? What does the stock look like it's going to do? How safe is my trade? Or how safe is my position? Is what it is. You either like it or you don't. And what would we say this one was? Let's call it 5. 4.97 is pretty much close to 5. 5. There we go. 5, 5, 5. Let's sing the song of 5. How many is 5? Eric wants to take a look at HTZ. Hertz. Now, we made a lot of money off of Hertz earlier during the year. What's it doing now? Don't know. I don't think I have any. Wait a minute, I do have some. It's weird. I got 7 accounts. I share 3 of them publicly, so you guys can actually see everything that I do in 3 of my accounts. I got 7, so it should give you a good idea of what I'm doing on a regular basis. I'm not saying that I'm giving any tips. I don't give tips. I don't give advice. Well, I do give some advice. You ready? Here comes a good one. When you're driving in your car, don't stick your head out too far. It might go home in another car. That's a bit of advice right there. Don't stick your head out too far. It might go home in another car. Okay, that's a good advice for you. Eric, let's do the 220. There it is right there. We just did this one. We just did it. No reason to do it a second time. Alrighty, alrighty. What do we have next? Next. Holy cow. Got a lot of questions here. You know the advice is good when it rhymes. That's a good one. It's good advice if it rhymes. You never know. It may pull up and pull that last week. All right. All right. Now, you know what? If somebody knows how to use YouTube a little bit better than the way I'm doing it right now, because I really don't know how to use it, because I know how to go live and I know how to press those buttons, but I don't know how to make the text bigger so I can read it easier. All right. Next. Hertz. HTZ. Hurt so good. Come on, baby, make it hurt so good. High, low. Where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Sideways, up, down, sideways, down, up. 534. 534. The 550 is going for 20. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Okay, if I'm buying at 530, selling at 550, I'm picking up 20. That's more than 3%. And it's Hertz. It's not a company I've never heard of. I know what they do. You either like the company or you don't. All right. Last 3 months. Top, bottom, is, up, down, up. It's a slow up, though. Look at it. Okay, here's the top. Here's the bottom. Now it's slowly going up. 530. Yeah, I'll do the 550s for 20. Why the hell not? If you like Hertz. And that's always the big question. Do I like this company? Do I like it enough to put my own money into it and to hold on to it? That's it. So never buy something you don't want to hold on to long term. Oh, you never know. It may pull off what HPE pulled last week. Oh, let's check out HPE. Sit tight. We'll check out HPE in a minute. Okay, so last 30 days. That looks good. All right, take a look. Top, bottom, now she's going up. Fine, let's do one. See what it looks like. Does it make sense? Love those questions. Simple, easy, in, out, la, 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 la. Here we go. 550. And one contract. There we go. Market. Here we go. Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo. All right, buy one covered call Hertz. 19 December, the 550 call on Hertz at the market. The profit 38.50, the investment 512. Now, for those of you saying, well, that stocks are too expensive, this one's $5. Okay, one contract is 512. So let's see what the rate of return is. Now, I'm looking for a simple, safe, predictable rate of return of 1% or more with companies that I'm okay with buying and holding and allowing me to do a covered call every 7 days. That's 52 times a year. So what's this one coming up to? Okay. 38.50 is the profit. And it's costing me 512. That's it? Really? 512? 7%? Hell yeah. I'm writing this one down. I'd actually transfer money out of one account into another just to take advantage of this. 7.5 for Hertz? Why the hell not? All right, let's do it. HTZ 7.5. Gotta love it. And I'm going to put a little asterisk next to it. So I just jump into that one tomorrow. Is what it is, right? All right, let's see what we got. Where are you? Where are you? Come on. There it is right there. There it is. Hertz. 19 December. The 550 call option. 38.50, and it's only $500. That's 7% if you like Hertz. That's all if you like Hertz. Uh-oh. We got time for one more. One more. 7.5. Holy cow. 7.5. Ouch. Ouch. Okay. What else do we got? CCL. What do you think? Up, down, CCL? Was that Carnival Cruise Lines? Okay. Carnival Cruise Lines, CCL. What do we got? Oh, what's happening there? Okay, the top, the bottom, where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Down, up, down. 25.50. The 25.50 go for 96. Well, let's check it out. 96. Why the hell not, right? Okay. All right. Sorry, dude. I'm going to say no to this one for this week only because here's your 30-day top. Here's your 30-day bottom. She sinks. She slowly goes up from 24 to 26. What happened today? Today she dropped. Why? I don't know. No idea why. All right. What do we have next? Rate cut. 45. Okay. Juvet. C. Isn't C. Wait a minute. C is Citigroup? Is that right? C? Citigroup. Yeah. Oh, hell no. What is that? Why would I want to buy at the high of the year? Who came up with that one? Really? Seriously? The high of the year? What's the opportunity? What's the play? Why would I buy something when it's time to sell? Okay, buy low, sell high. Not the other way around. It just doesn't work that way. Next. Sorry, dude. Centra, Xavier, Chilled Bowler, Alfred, Red. What's going on? Doc, what's going on, Mr. Doc? All right. Lucky Dancer, I have no idea who you are. Okay? You want to work with me? Fine. Okay. JAO. That was like 2 weeks ago. That video happened like 2 weeks ago. Okay. He said it was like fake food. Okay. He said all of the meats are artificial. Okay. We're talking about Campbell's soup. Yeah. So, I wouldn't be surprised if you got fired. Cage, how 14 per share? I have no idea what that means, Cage. How 14 per share? No idea. What else we got? Look at it. Botox Doc's in the house. Danny B, what's going on? Queen Alice. Tyrannical TikTok. Yeah, baby's here. Yeah, baby's here in the house. Okay, Chrissy, how are you? Total Auto Service. Hello. Paul Zielinski. Hello. Scrooge. In case you guys wondering where Scrooge went, there he is. Waverly, David, Jack, Steelwall, good evening. Dan Phelan, good evening. Basic, what's going on? Cocoa Lights, Danny B. What's happening, Danny B? Kingson, Sean, K-Van, Hess, Manny, Rude. It's Ray. Hey, Ray, what's going on? Enrique, Tattoo and Art. Okay. Smoke, cats, cats, cats. I'm going to leave my what came to my mind first. Yes, I know Hertz has no dividends. I'm aware of that. That's why eBay. Ooh, eBay. Wait a second. Yeah, Citigroup. No, I don't buy at the high. eBay. EBAY. Oh, nice. Nice. Who came up with eBay? Nicely done. Up, down. Okay, here's the top, bottom. Where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Up, down, up. So your top is here, just above 100. Then you got your profit taking, bringing it down to 80, which is a 20% drop. Now she's up at 83, which is a good jump, a good bounce. She goes from 100 down to 80, then bounces up to 83. I'm going to say hell yeah to that one. Take a look. Top, bottom, shoots up, pulls up, back down. Now she's going up. Your bottom's here. Now she's rolling. Okay, we're at 84. The 84 is going for 157, just shy of 2%. Think about it. If 1% a week is 50% per year, well, what's 2% a week? Think about it. It's not that bad. All right, so let's jump in. What have we done? Let's get out of there. Let's do the 84s. 84, 84, 84, 44, 84, 84, 84, 44. All right. And here we go. And there it is. And here it is. Buy one, covered call eBay. 19 December, that's next Friday, the 84 call options against the stock at the market to open. Okay, 174.82. Let's see what those numbers look like. Load flow, what's going on? They have earnings this week, can drop 10%. All righty. Okay, Bob the Gambler. Thank you there, Mr. Bob. Load flow dispatch. Good evening. RLC, good evening. Evert, what's happening? All right, so my calculator, 174 is the profit. The investment is 82.26. That means I have a rate of return of 2.1 for 1 week. Why not? 2.1 for 1 week. And here we go again. All right, eBay. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, there it is right there. Ha ha! eBay. eBay. 19 December. 84 call option. 174 is the profit. 8,200 is the investment. That is 2.1%. Now, I know it doesn't sound like a lot of money because it's not. But hear me out for a second. Okay? Our main objective here is to jump in and try to make a profit. Well, that's why we're here, to jump in and try to make a profit. Well, great. Now what do we do? Well, me personally, I like good quality companies. Do I know who eBay is? Yeah, I do. Do I think eBay is going to disappear in the next week or two? No, I think it's going to be around for a while. Oh my God, did you hear that? That was a weird noise. YouTube only has one channel. Damn it. Thank you, Ruben. Let's try this one more time with the YouTube channel. Start streaming again. All right. Let's see if that works. Ruben, let me know if that works. Give it like 2 or 3 minutes so it will reboot. All right. Lead flow. Thank you for that. They have earnings this week. All right, Bob. Thank you. But I like 2.1%. $2.1 for eBay. let's take some more questions. Holy cow. We picked up 5 already, and it's only 10 o'clock. We haven't even been on for an hour yet. All right, let's get some questions under our belt. What do we got? Paul, good evening. Ray, cats, cats, cats. Rats and cats and elephants. Ark, Daniel, banned again. Barb, how you doing? Smoke, Brendan, what's going on? All right, all right. All right, Scott, Renee, Steve, lineman. I am a lineman for the county, and I ride the main road. Wasn't that Glenn Campbell? Jake, what's going on? Brendan, GC, Jimmy, what's going on? Jeremy, Franklin, Ferguson, Stein, Alex. Alex is in the house. Let's hear it for Alex. Yay, Alex. Woohoo. All right. Mikey D, Franklin, Rambo Bambo, back again. Dude, I remember that name from the other day. You were here before. Dr. Dev, moderator. Asif, moderator. What do we need a moderator for? Now, we do have a moderator on TikTok. Now, he usually takes care of whatever's going on there. Franklin, how are you doing? All right. Asif wants to take a look at CAG. Isn't that Conagra? All right. Joshua. So, did you get a chance to check BRZE today before close? Now, Joshua, you're under the assumption that I have my computer on all day. No, sorry, brother. When I say, hey, everybody, it's James from Dividend Stock Talk, brought to you by the 10-minute trader. Okay, I'm on for 10 or 15 minutes. I get my money, I get out, and I move on with my day. Now, I turned my computer on this evening at 8:45. Okay, so right after the market after the market opens, I jump on. I think I got out at 11 o'clock this morning. But we had a lot of questions. We had a really good Q&A this afternoon, this morning. All right, eBay, got it. James, check the camera on this live. I think the lens is smudged. Is it really? I don't know. It looks clear. Yeah, it looks clear. All right. James, what's going down? Okay, CAG. Let's check it out. CAG. What's that flower you got for me? All right, where are we? No, not that. Over to here. And we're going to put in CAG. I'm pretty sure that's Conagra. CAG. Conagra. Okay, so 17. Okay, let's check it out. Top, bottom. Where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Down, up, down, up, down, up. What's going on right there the last 30 days? That's where the action is at this moment in time. How will the 47 billion monthly T-bill spend from the Fed affect markets? Jalen, hold on a second. We'll see if we can answer that question for you. The last 3 months. Top, bottom. There you go. Top, bottom, up, down, up. All right. So right there. 1, 2, 3. There we go. 1712. The 17 is going for 50. I'm going to say hell yeah. Hell yeah. Let's check it out. Let's get out of there. Let's go to the covered call right there. The 17 is right there. One contract, if you don't mind. Okay, at the market. There we go. And there it is. By one covered call, CAG, 19 December. That's next Friday. Not this Friday. Next Friday. Okay, $43 is the profit. $1,600 is the investment. Okay, so what does that mean? All right, $43 is the profit. We're going to divide it by the investment because that gives us the rate of return. 1657, and I give you a grand total of 2.59. Let's call it 2.6. Okay, 2.6. So Conagra, if you like Conagra, it's a yes/no question. You either like it or you don't like it. All right. Here we go. CAG, 19 December, 17 call option, $43 is the profit, 1,600 is the investment, 2.6% return for 1 week. Imagine 2.6% every single week. Well, that would be nice. We might have room for one more. 2.6. Nice. 2.6. Why the hell not? I mean, hey, if it works, right? All right. Load flow dispatch. How are you today? All right, what do we have over here? DraftKings. Sav. DraftKings, really? Okay. What is that? DKNG. All right, Sav, let's take a look at it. I normally don't do DraftKings. It just doesn't have, what do you call that? Dev. I like to have a good time also while I'm here. Oh, bloody wrongy. Oh, bloody wrongy down there, laddies. All right, so what are we looking at? DraftKings? Really? Really, DraftKings? Uh-oh, am I a real boy? Here we go. Okay, what was it again? DKNG. Okay. DKNG. Here we go. Yeah. Ooh, interesting. Unfortunately, you missed the jump. See it right here? Here's the bottom. She shot up. What's going on? It looks like she's shooting up. Now she's pulling back down again. Hold on. The high, the low. Where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Down, up, down, up, down, up. What's going on right there? Right there. What happened today? Did today throw a monkey wrench into things? It looks like it. Okay, 30-day bottom shoots up. Friday's the top. Monday's lower. Today's lower. Could that be the top there? Okay, you get your bottom coming back down again. Aziz King, how are you today? All right. So, looks like she's pulling back down again. I would wait another day or so before committing. That's my opinion. Okay, I don't tell you what to do. What I would do, it's like she goes from here, 28 to 35. So 28 to 35 is a $7 move. It's not a lot on a 20. What was it? A $28 stock. 7 is about over 3%. That doesn't make any sense to jump into something that made a 30% jump. Sorry, just doesn't make sense. Okay, Jalen, how will the $49 billion a monthly T-bill spend from the Fed affect markets? That usually makes the stocks go up when they throw T-bills at us like that. KG4, how are you today? Jake wants to take a look at Dow. Do it now. Dow. That's what my son used to say when he was little. Dow. Do it now. Dow. High, low. Look at this. Triple bottom. 1, 2, 3. Right there at the 21 mark. Okay, we started at 44. We dropped 50%. 44 to 22 is 50% drop. Up, down, up, this goes sideways. This is what we call channeling, okay? Between the 22 and the 26. That's it. What's she doing right now? Okay, your top, your bottom. Look at this. Up, down, down. Wait for it. It will show up. It showed up 4 times already. Showed up here. It showed up here. And we're waiting for something to happen here. So pace yourself with Dow. That's just my opinion. What the hell do I know? What else do we have? All righty. You did Dow again this week. Good for you. Draft. All right. All right, where are we? All those. Alrighty. Okay, so nothing happened over here. I'm going to shut this one down. Okay, and going to reboot. Why the hell not, right? Let's reboot on this one. And now the end is near. All right, save that one. Alrighty, and let's do this. Let's do that. No, it's not made for children. Let's do that. All right, it should reboot very shortly. See if we get anyone new. All right, next on the list. So Dow is going to be a no only because it's kind of a little on the sluggish side. What else do we have over here? David and Lisa, how are you today? Screen on YouTube not working. I'm going to have to fix that one. Life in beta. That leaked recording came out last week. Thank you. Cage, how can I learn stocks to your degree? Practice. Beast, I did BBY, cash secured put. Strike price 76, received $3.50 premium. I think it was a good play this week. Okay, Beast, I'll take a look at that. Let's check it out. What was it? BBY. You did a cash secured put on this. At what? Strike price 76. Well, let's check it out. Well, here we go, right here. BBY. Got a double top at 91. Okay, double top at 91. Bottomed out at 55. Shot up to 85. Now we're sitting at 73. Okay. And you did the 76s. Look at the last 3 months. Top, bottom, where was it? Where is it? Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Okay. So you did the 76s right there. All right. Well, holy shit. Did you see that? The 76s, 385. Nice. Let's check this out. Because take a look. Your top's here. She drops. Okay. She goes from 73 to 83. That's $10. Profit taken again. This baby's going to fall, find the bottom, eventually turn around, go back up. Well, the nice thing about that cash secured put you did is that when the expiration comes, do you exercise it or push it forward? One or the other. All right. Let's check this out. The 76s, you say, huh? 76s. There we go. Okay, let's do just one to see what a cash secured put would be on this baby. Okay, here we go. Okay, so a cash secured put. Sell one contract, BBY, 19 December. That's this next coming Friday. The 76 put, $3.85 per share. Maximum profit, $3.85. The buying power effect, that means how much money do I got to put up? $7,600. Well, let's find out. Is that 76 or 72? 72. Oh, it's 72.15. Okay. Calculator. So I'm bringing in $3.85 per contract. And I got to put up 7,600. 5%. Whoa. Now, we've never done a cash secured put before. We can always ask the beast within. Okay. Bentley, how are you today? Linda Scott, how are you doing? Hello. Hey, hi, hello. All right, so 5%. I like that one. If you like Best Buy, I don't know. Do you like Best Buy? Apparently you do. All right, so let's check it out. Now, I've never done one of these for you guys before. All right. Cash secured put. Sell one BBY 100. That's the weekly. 19 December. That's next Friday. The 76 put got $385 per share. That's a grand total of $385, and it's costing me $7,600. Okay, that's a 5% return. So what happens? Well, a cash secured put, if the stock keeps going down, you can be forced to buy it at 76, unless you take it and you roll it into next week just to see, you buy it back, you sell it into next week, and you get to, create some more cash flow. But you do have to put the money up front, and that is a 5% trade. We're going to put that one up here. All righty. We're going to write 5 CS cash secured put. I normally don't do them, and I never teach them on here, but the beast within, him and Up Down Trader. Okay, they're taking care of the YouTube channel. I appreciate you guys. I really do. It's one less thing I have to worry about. But thanks. Beast, that's a nice trade, dude. 5% for one week. Pretty cool, brother. All right, next. Let's see if we can get some more questions done. More questions. Got my comfy chair. Comfy chair. Uh-oh. We got that the last one? Yep, no more questions over there. All right. James, are you using an iPhone or an Android for the YouTube phone? iPhone. Okay, Dr. Dev, iPhone. Who the hell has 8 iPhones? Only an idiot like me. Are you really a big shot? No, I'm not. I'm just a small fish. Small fish. All right. Found a jackpot Hertz. Awesome. Nice going, Dev. All right, that's that. They have earnings this week, can drop 10%. Yes, and Rafi the man wants to take a look at Nike. Now, I do have some Nike. I do. All righty. Not this week, brother. Okay, Rafi. The only reason I'm saying not with this week, take a look at this right here. Okay, what happened the past couple of days? Okay, 30-day top, 30-day bottom. She shoots up. Now she's pulling back. Okay, profit taking has commenced. Just wait for it to find the bottom. Can you show how profitable it is? Cooney, I have no idea which one you're talking about. Sam Fancy, same Jasmine. Okay. As long as it leads to laughing all the way to the bank. Love that idea. La 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 la. Everett, how are you? Ball overall. Nice. Russ, Hirsch has no dividends. I'm well aware of that. That's why I say don't buy it unless you really like it. What's no dividends? Hertz. UNH. We looked at that. East Talmer. Sly on ASX. Okay. Last 10 trades, I've been averaging 3% plus. Alex, dude, nicely done. Now, Alex, I'm going to tell you this. Don't take it wrong. Don't let it go to your head. It's easy to make money in an up market. It really is. The question you're going to have, question that you're going to have, Alex, is can you keep your cool? Can you just ride it out through thick and thin? Because when the market corrects, and it's going to, all right, it always does. Markets go up, and then they crash. Call it a crash, call it a setback, call it a pullback, call it a correction, call it whatever you want. Stocks go up, they get to a point, and then they all drop dramatically. That's what's coming. We just don't know when. So always keep in mind, Alex, never buy something you're not willing to hold on to through thick and thin. Okay, so if you buy Nike today at 63 and it drops to 10, don't sell it. Never sell at a loss. Okay, rule 1, never buy something you're not willing to hold on to. If you're willing to hold on to it through thick and thin, Okay. Do you promise to wait? Do you vow to take this person to be a lawful wedded wife through thick or thin, sickness and health, through good? What is it? Through witness, through sickness and health, richer or poorer, till death do you part. Till death do you part, or till you sell at a profit. Okay, peace within you. I'm in hearing that a lot too. All right. Do you do more research on trades you write down? CAG. But is it in a serious downtrend? It's down around 40% on the year. Wouldn't you want the trend to break first? West Montgomery. Hey, West Montgomery. Give me a second. I'll circle back to that one because that's a good question. Okay, so Alex, okay, it's great now. Okay, the gravy train is wonderful. At some point, it is going to pull back. Can you keep? Wait a minute. How did you pivot in April? Well, I didn't take any losses. Oh, Alex, how did I do in April? Okay, nobody's asked that one for a while. So let's check this out. Okay, Alex just mentioned, how did I do in April? Well, let's find out. Okay, over to 10MinuteTrader. That's my website. If you want to do a little bit of research, say, hey, how long has this website been open? I've had this for like over 15 years. All right, over here to Little Hamburger. Where the hell is it? Right there. 2024. That's where my social media is, which I got to fix this website. It really sucks. What am I looking for? No. Uh-oh. Oh, it's right here. Okay. That's 2020. No, I want 2025. All right, sorry, 2025. Okay, here are the trades for 2025. April. Okay. April would be. All right, here it is right here, April. All righty. Alex, you ready for this? You ready for this, Alex? Week 14, week 1, quarter 2, March 31st through April 4th. Okay, I count 1, 2, 3. Okay, all right. 3.01, 2.46, 2.7. That's the first week of April. Okay, week 14. Week 15, second week, second quarter, April 7th through April 12th. Okay, I count 1, 2, 3. 2.7, 3.3, 1.8. Hold on. Week 16, week 3, second quarter, April 14th to April 18th. 1.4, 1.7, 3.9. Week 17, April 21st to April 25th. Check this out, Alex. You ready? 0.65. 0.65. I didn't make my 1% this week. I only made $1,100 that week. Boo-hoo for me, right? Boo-hoo for you. I only made $1,100, 0.65%. Okay, account number 2, 1.92. Account number 1, 2.7. Okay, hold on. We got one more week, right? Okay, week 18, April 28th through May 2nd, 1.38, 1.1, 2.8. So, Alex, as you can plainly see, I went through April perfectly fine. Let's do one more. Okay. Week 19, May 5th through May 9th. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 3.6, 1.1, 1.4. What do you think, Alex? How did I do in April? That's the 3 accounts I share publicly. I actually have 7 accounts altogether, but I only share 3 of them publicly. So as you can plainly see, the stocks that I did. Click on any one. What do we have? Delta Airlines, Riot, Advanced Auto Parts. AA is Alcoa, Riot, Macy's, Delta Airlines, Halliburton, Riley, Kohl's, and Foot Locker. That was just in count number 3. Okay, account number 2, what do we have? Riot, Mara, ASO, Macy's, Harley Davidson, Kohl's, Macy's again, Riot, and Mara. But I've had Mara for quite a while because it just keeps giving me money over and over again. Account number 1. Riley, Devon Energy, U.S. Steel, Devon Energy, U.S. Steel, Kohl's, Riot, Riley, Harley Davidson, Macy's, Alcoa. It's always usually the same stocks over and over and over again. Why do you think that is, Alex? Why is it I do the same stocks over and over and over again? It's weird. All right, anyway, what do we have next? Okay, Clifton. We already did RTX. It's the first, I believe it was the very first one we did today. Because I'm putting all my eggs in one basket, I believe I am susceptible to having to sit on stock. You are. Don't put them all in one basket. Do a little diversification. If you got $100, 25, 25, 25, 25. Okay, you got $1,000, 20, 20, 20, 20. 20%, 20%, 20%. Spread it out evenly. Okay, my idea of diversification is airlines, finance, oil, consumer goods. That's my idea of diversification. RTX, we did University of New Hampshire, we did SLY. What the hell is SLY? SLY. Who came up with SLY? Istamir. Okay, SLY is going to be a no. It has no options. No options, no thank you. Istamir, sorry, brother. All right. MSTR. Tufan, why are we doing MSTR? That thing has no profits to them. Uh-oh. MSTR. We're going to take a look at that one a little bit. All right, what else do we have? Ooh, JOA wants to take a look at Boeing. Boeing, BA. Now, we had Boeing for a while. Got rid of it. Let's check it out. Top, bottom, where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Up, down, up, down, up. What's going on here? Look at that. What happened today? Okay, closer look. What happened today? Here's your 30-day top, 30-day bottom, shoots up. Now she's pulling back. Just missed it by that much. Sorry, JOA. Joe out. eBay earnings are not this week. Okay. Good song. Okay, RLC, I'm not quite sure which one that is because I rattle off a song every 2 or 3 minutes. I want to design a trading bot, trading bot, trading bot. I want to design a trading bot. Tra la 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 la. Hey, dude, you want to design a trading bot? DM me. I have an awesome idea for a trading bot. Let's see if we can do something together. Okay? Jamil, good evening. Good evening, good evening, good evening to you. Jess, you only focus on the 30-day and 1-year time period. For simplicity, yeah. Every once in a while, I'll jump into the 90-day. Okay, hold on. Okay, who came up with that one? Jesse. Okay. The high, the low, where was it? Where is it? That's the 1-year chart. Up, down, up, down, up. Okay, fine. All right. The 1-year chart gives me a few things. It tells me where the high of the year is, where the low of the year is, where were we a year ago, where are we now? But then I look at the flow. The flow rate is up, down, up, down, up. Well, that's the simplified flow rate. Okay, and then I can jump on to the 3-month or the 90-day. Okay, that would be right about there. Okay, same thing. Here's your top, here's your bottom. It went sideways, it dropped, and it went back up again. Where's the pattern? Well, the pattern is right there. down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. It's right there in front of us. Then we go to look at the 30-day, because the 30-day chart gives me a good idea of where do I think it's going next. Down, up, down, more than likely, because you got your bottom here at 177. She jumps up to 207. Now, 177 to 207 is $40. That's a big move. But on a $177 share stock, $40 is a little over 20%. His 10% would be 17. But this thing jumped 40. So it's a little over 20%. Yeah. Okay, from here to here is 20%. Now it's pulling back. So you get a lot of people who take profits at 10% or 5%. This thing jumped over 20%. Now it's coming back down again. So no, not this week. Okay, Eastamere. We looked at Eastamere. Yeah, we looked at SLY. It's going to be a no. RLC. How often do you end up holding a stock? If it's a good company, it's not a bad thing. The longest they have held anything is about 20 months. And I didn't do it on purpose. I believe it was Walgreens. And that was a couple of months ago. Because we had Walgreens and we bought it, sold it, bought it, sold it, bought it, sold it, bought it, sold it. Or sometimes we buy it and we roll it, roll, rolling, rolling, rolling on a river. Which Hertz did we look at tonight? HTZ. Yeah, that's the right one. Simone is in the house. What's happening, Simone? All right. Okay, life in beta. Hertz has no dividends. Yes, I'm well aware of that. Now, I'm not telling anyone to buy anything. Okay, you guys give me stocks to take a look at. I take a look at the numbers. Okay, does it make sense? It's either going to be a yes or a no. Either I like the company or I don't like the company. Even if I like the company, see, I like Boeing. Okay, Boeing was at 195. It dropped down to 177. Okay, well, 1 day, 2 day, 3 day. Okay, there's the bottom. 1 day to the upside, 2 days up, third day. That's where I would jump in, right there. And then she shoots up. Well, between here and here is over 20%. Now, seriously, ask yourself a very, very, very serious question. If you bought a stock and it jumped 10%, 20%, 25, 30, what point do you jump out? I jump out at 1%. That's all I'm looking for. So if I jump in here, I'll jump out and say, all right, fine, unless the market maker makes it enticing enough for me to roll it from this week to next week. And then when next week comes, I'll ask the same question. How much is the market maker going to pay me to hold on to it for 1 more week? And if he pays me enough, I will hold on to it for 1 more week. And then I go to the next week. Then I ask the same question. What did I buy it for? What did I sell? What is the market maker offering me to hold it for 1 more week? And then that's how I make my decisions. Is it financially feasible to hold on to it? Yeah, RLC, that was Glenn Campbell. I want to design trade bot. Yeah, okay. DM me your number. We'll chat because I'm interested in trading. I have something in mind for one, and I need someone who knows how to code, and I definitely don't know how to code. Jacob buys some blah blah blah, my 8 and 10-year-olds. I know. All right, Jacob, buy some and only one. I know talking about 67 are my 8 and 10-year-olds. All right. Good luck. If that would be Jacob, okay, go for it. How? Oh, I know I know meme coins are generally silly, but I'm not sure. It seems like 67 is here to stay. Okay, so Jacob, I'm understanding. If I understand you right, 67 is a meme coin. What the hell does that mean? What's behind it? Now, funny thing is, I'm actually creating my own meme coin because I make so much money. It's like a meme coin would be just cool, only because at All right, see, a meme, I normally, I don't trade crypto, I don't, but I am going to create my own. And the reason why I'm creating my own is I want to have control of my own money. So I bring in enough money with my investments. So the trading bot, what I wanted to do is to take meme coins, convert them into um, a stable coin, and then a stable coin convert it to cash all automatically. So every time I buy something, so if I use my credit card and I want to buy, if I want to buy this $20, right? What the app would do, what the trading bot would do, the trading bot would take my meme coin, transfer it to a stable coin, and then transfer it to cash, and then pay for this. Then when somebody pays me, okay, they pay me cash. Then it goes to a stable coin. Then it goes to a cryptocurrency. Then it goes to a meme coin. Then it goes to me. So by utilizing, or utilizing, I forget what it is, because when it becomes utilitarian, is that right? Utilitarian. Okay, because right now meme coins are a joke. It's just nothing but if, as far as I know from what I've been told, once a meme coin reaches a 60, live restricted for some audience. Why? What did I possibly say? Okay, so hypothetically speaking, it would be using my own. It's kind of like money laundering, but not really, because it's my own money. Okay, so it's my own coin. So I'm taking my coin and I'm transferring it from the coin itself, to, let's say, either Solana, Ethereum, one of those. And then that will be transferred into a stable coin, and that will be transferred into cash, which will allow me to pay my bills. So if everything goes through my meme coin first, it becomes utilitarian, and that $60,000, which should only take me about a month or two to hit, once it hits $60,000 in a utilitarian manner, it goes from a meme coin or joke to a actual coin that can be exchanged for currency. So then I can skip that part and go right from the coin to the cryptocurrency to cash and then back again. So if I do my own crypto for the next 20 years or so, it will actually have some type of value to it if that's the only thing I use. And if it's my own, why the hell wouldn't I? It'll be out of the reach of greedy little people such as the government. Because now that we're going to a digital currency, they can just hit a button on the keyboard and wipe out all your money. Unless, of course, you have something that they can't control. That's the reason why I want to create my own cryptocurrency. Now, I'm not going to buy and sell cryptocurrency. Don't bother asking me. But I will be doing my own, and by doing it for myself and anybody who else wants to use it in a utilitarian type of way. So the trading bot, seriously, if you want to do the trading bot, hook up with me. What I want the trading bot to do is take a meme coin, change it into Solana, Ethereum, Bitcoin, or whatever, because you can take a meme coin and exchange it into a larger cryptocurrency, and then that larger cryptocurrency can be transferred into a stable coin, which then can be transferred into cash, which then will allow me to pay my bills. I don't want to do that one step at a time. I want the trading bot to do it for me. So, can you do that? If you can, DM me. We'll chat. Okay. And I'd like to make it financially feasible for you, but don't try to rake me over the coals, because I know a lot of other people that can do it. So give me a decent amount that you want, or we can do some type of joint venture. I can include you in some stuff that you don't know that can really, really help you out in the future. Anyway, let me know. YouTube on okay. Luke Riot. Look safe. Oh, okay. Gary wants to take a look at Riot. Now, I haven't done Riot in a while. Let's take a look. Riot. Ooh, kind of neat. What's happening here? I want to see what's happening here. Okay, here's the top, bottom, was, is. Down, up, down, up. What's going on? It looks like it's dropping. Okay, the last 90. Top, bottom, was, is. Up, down, up, down. What's going on here? Let's get in a little closer. Get a little closer. Now don't be shy. Down, up, whoops. Down, up, down. It's still dropping. Whoever came up with that, don't get me wrong, I like the idea of it. Thank you, Sav. I like the idea of it. However, it's coming down at the moment. Here's your top, 18, drops to 12. That's a $6 drop. A $6 drop on an $18 stock is 30%. That's 30%. $12, it jumps up to 17, just shy of 50%. Okay, so from 12 to 17, just shy of 50%. Now she pulls back again. Okay, don't get me wrong, I like Riot, but the numbers just aren't working this week. Let's see what else we got. Oh, Rob, FISV. FISV. Didn't we look at this one yesterday? FISV. Look at the last 90 days. Okay, what does that tell you? Sideways, down, sideways. We're at 66. Here's the bottom. Shoots up. Last 30, right there. Here's your last 30 days. Okay, up, down, up, sideways. Nope, sideways doesn't thrill me. Okay, and I never even heard of this one. Okay, green HDO. Okay, R green, XRP. XRP. Now, XRP has no options. So why the hell are we looking at it? Wall Street 007, explain how 2% per week can change your life. Okay, Wall Street 007, I have no idea if it can change your life at all because I have no idea who you are. I have no idea what your life is like. It may be a hot mess. It may be no saving your life whatsoever. So I really don't know. But think of it this way. Okay, if 1% a week is 50% per year, then 2% a week should be 100% per year. Well, think about it, doubling your money every year. Well, if you, let's say you have 100 grand and then you make 100 grand. Well, if you make 100 grand and then you spend 150 grand, well, you're worse off than when you started. It's not the amount of money you make, it's the amount of money you get to keep and the amount of money that you actually need to live your life. How much do you need to live your life? Do you need to double your money every single year to have a comfortable life? Conastra, is that right? Cosa Nostra. Oh. Cosa Nostra. Mara. 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 Interesting. Take a look at this. Okay, top. Well, again, double bottom. April and a couple of weeks ago. Right there and there. Down, up, down, up. Okay, 2025. 1225. The 12s are going for 83. The 1250s are going for 60. Either one of them is over 5% if you like Mara. And I'm terribly sorry if you don't like that last statement. Okay, all the companies are good if you like them. Rule number one is never buy something you don't want to own for the rest of your life. And if you have no idea who Mara is and what they do, what they stand for, what the product is, what the service is, why you want to do it. Yeah, I like Mara too, Alex. Okay, so last 90 days, which is the last 3 months. Last 3 months. Top, bottom is up, down, up. What's going on there? The bottom's here at 10. She's going up nicely. That's a 20%. From here to here is 20%. Think about that before you decide to buy. Because the top is here at 23. She drops down. That's a 50%, more than 50% drop. Okay? 50% drop, 20% increase. 20% increase. Do you think they're going to pull back and take some of those profits away? Could be. Let's check it out. Let's do the 1250s. Wow, this would be number 7. The 1250s. There we go. Here we go, yo. Oh, no. No, 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 I don't smoke it no more. I'm tired of waking up on the floor. No, thank you, please. It only makes me sneeze. Buy one covered called Mara, 19 December, 12.50 call option. See, we're buying it and then we're selling it all at the exact same time. I don't really want to own it. I want the cash flow. But is it a good company to get cash flow from? 93.50 is the profit. The commissions, the cost, commissions and fees, 1,100. Let's check out the numbers because numbers don't lie. What's my rate of return? Okay, profit 93.50, 93.50, and we're divided by 11.57. Grand total of a whopping hoop-de-doo 8%. Holy shit! I love 8% for 1 week. But do you like Mara? Okay, I don't think they have dividends. Okay, so do you like it? Is it something you're willing to jump into and take that leap? Let's find out. Ooh, 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 ooh. I don't know why we're saving this one. We got too many already as it is. Where is it? Right there. Mara. I think I might have enough room for one more. Mara. 19 December. 12.50 call option. 93.50 is the profit. 11.57 is the investment. Think of it this way. I'm looking to create weekly cash flow assets. Whatever I buy, I'm going to get a weekly cash flow from it. It may be 1%, it may be 2%, it may be 3%, it may be 0.5%, it may be 0.25%. I want consistency of profitability week after week after week. I want more money, more money, more money, more money. Show me the money. How is 11.57 the investment? Okay, Alex. If I'm buying 100 shares of Mara, okay, the current price right now is $12.16. For 100 shares, it's going to cost me $1,157. 11.57. That's the investment. I'm buying 100 shares. 100 shares is $1,157. That's where the 11.57 comes in. Now, what is this one? This one came to 8. 8. All right, I'm not doing any more. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. 8 is great. 8, 8, 8. Let's sing the song of 8. How many is 8? Bet you most people don't know where that came from. All right, what are we drinking here? All right. That says 52. What are you shitting me? Let's reboot. I'm going to reboot. Sorry, guys. Going to reboot on this one. And now it's time to say goodbye to all our friends. Now it's time to say goodbye to Jed and all his kin. He'd like to kindly help. Wait, he'd kind of like to thank you for kindly stopping in. Oh wow! I'd like to invite you back to this locality to have a heap and hollering of his hospitality. Hillbilly, that is. Swimming pool. If you had the funds, Luke. Righty. 2, 1, and we are live. There we go. And do this, and we do that, and we do this, and we do that. So let's see if we can get more than 54. That's crappy. All right, so Alex, hope that makes sense. What are we doing next? Let's talk about trading bots. All right. But you're saying go for it, but you sound a bit patronizing about it. I'm just thinking we can capitalize on what's big and what kids are interested in too. Okay, so Jacob, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for something specifically for me. Okay? Now, I got no problem whatsoever paying whatever fee it is to create a trading bot. A trading bot just does what I tell it to do when I tell it to do it. Okay, so if I want to take X amount and do this, okay, and it's going to transfer it from this to this and then from this to this. Okay, that's all I wanted to do. And if we can sell them, great, we'll sell them, because once you figure out what to do and what I got cooking in my head, we can have a conversation about that. It's a shit ton of money. Oh, my brain is confused. How did you get 1157? All right, Alex. Hold that thought, Alex. Now it's time to say goodbye to Jed and all his kin. He'd kind of like to thank you for kindly stopping in. And now we invite you back to this locality to have a heaping hollering of his hospitality. Hillbilly, that is. Kick your shoes off. Stay a while. Y'all come back now, you hear? All right, so currently, Alex, the stock is at 1217. Okay? You got the bid. Where is it? The bid and the ask. So what is 1217 divided by, multiplied by 100? Yeah, it should be, yeah. So you're right. But you're also selling the option. Remember that. So you're buying the stock, you're selling the option. What is it costing me? It's costing me 1157 or whatever it is. Bull, what's happening, Bull? Ken Witter. Sam Fan C Same. Okay, Jerry, what's going on? Mr. Red. All righty. Mr. Mess, what's going on? The Red Wing and okay, whatever. You're buying. I thought we said no, Alex. I'm buying the stock first. Then I'm selling the option. Okay, to get a rate of return, you have to put some money up. So if you do a cash secured put, you sell an option, but you still have to take a big chunk of your change and set it aside. Now, we did a cash secured put a little bit early and walked through it. Okay, so what else we got? Well, I think we're all done with questions. Here we go. I'll rewatch the YouTube. Thank you, Alex. All righty. All right, Beast Within. I'm absolutely not. I'm 100% telling you to go for it. If you think you have a chance to make some decent money and capitalize generally, buy it. Okay, Beast, I'm not 100% sure what you're chatting about. I thought we were talking about the, what do we call that thing? The trading bot. Okay. Okay. I only have one crypto coin, and it's Pi, and I've been mining it for 6 years. Cool. Nice one, mate. Heard that's good. Never even heard of it. It's good. It's just really small and finally went public recently within last year. Okay. Yeah, in order for a meme coin to go public, depending on which platform you have it on. Now, the platform I'm looking at, I got to bring it up to a $60,000 valuation. Well, I could do that in a couple of weeks. Then it goes public. Once it goes public, for whatever that tiny bit I bought it for, because I'm actually creating my own. Now I'm only creating 20 million. I'm not creating that weird billion or trillion coins. No, that's craziness. I want it to have some value, some utilitarian value, number one. And number two, to be able to swap it back and forth. Okay? So you can do it with any meme coin. All you need is the right code numbers. And that's basically how a meme coin works. Get this weird website code number. You say, all right, well, I'm buying this. and I'm taking this and I'm trading it for that, and then I'm taking that and I'm trading it for this. Well, you can take the meme coin, you trade it for Solana, Ethereum, or Bitcoin, or whatever platform you're using. I think there's like 4 or 5 different platforms. So I'm going to try 3 different ones: Solana, Ethereum, and probably there's another one. I forget which one it is. Not Bitcoin. It's another one. I forget what it is. Just for fun, how are you doing? Nicholas, Ken, Manny, Bronco. Hello, hello, hello. All right. Last I checked, it was worth 21 cents a coin. I have 2,600 or so. Okay, nice. All right. You reckon S&P is good idea at the moment? Okay, Jack, I don't do the S&P. Only because it's not consistently profitable in the manner in which I'm looking. Okay, if I invest money into anything, if I put 100 grand into something, I want $1,000 every single week. If I put 500 into it, I want $50 every week. Or is that 5,000? 5,000, I want $50 every week. I want 1% every week from whatever I put it in. Okay, if you take a look at the S&P, the spiders, or the S or whatever, no, you don't get 1% every single week. So no, why would I put my money into it if I'm not consistently profitable to the point where I can do whatever I want? Okay, there are other companies that do consistently give me what I'm looking to get. Now I'm looking for a simple, safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week. That's over 50% per year. Great. Well, if I can take that, route it through my coinage, you buy them for like 1/1,000,000th of a penny. So for like $1,000, you got like 1,000,000,000 of them, or 100,000 of them, or some weird number like that. And then they go from obscurity into something. Yeah, true, but I did lock up 90% of it. I think I have 1 year left on it because I want to go get a higher return. Okay. It's not bad for pushing a button on my phone every 24 hours, but it's not a lot if you know what I mean. I know what you mean, but you got to crawl before you can walk, and you got to walk before you can run. You can run before you can sprint. Okay. And then you got to sprint before you can, wheelchair it. Anyway, next, what are we looking at next? Let's keep on going, because apparently the only questions I have left is down here on YouTube. I'm a student. Oh, $500 is like 5,000 in your turn. 50,000. Okay, I got it. Oh, okay, my bad. I don't mean to sound disparaging. Dude, if you're just starting out, there's nothing wrong with it. But think of it this way: if you get the 1% every single week, and you're a student now, okay, put your time in. We're all required to, serve the greater good. How are you going to contribute to society? Me, I worked construction. I worked as a fisherman. I worked as a contractor. I worked as a handyman. I did a lot of things. Okay, I even had my own manufacturing company for a while. So yeah, you got another 20, 30 years to put in. Take your time. Don't be in a hurry. Don't do something stupid. All right, up, down. What do we got? Jacob, congratulations. Starting to learn early about investing and different strategies. I only wish I would have started back when I was a student. Oh, dude, I wish I knew then what I know now. Shit. I don't think I'll actually invest in 67 coin. Never even heard of it. I did a bit of looking right now, and it sounds like a bad idea. Could very well be. Utility. Yeah, I understand what utility means, but the process of becoming utility, to utilize, there's a whole bunch. It's got past tense, present tense, future tense. That's like I am, I was, I will be. So utilitarian, utilization. There's a lot of different ways of using that word utility, but to actually have someone teach me someone. Logic trade, I have no idea what that means. Jeff Sachs wants to take a look at Baxter. Do we have to take a look at it tomorrow? We're just wrapping up and just getting ready to leave for the day. Jarf, I'm mixing swing trades with wheel strategy. Now, don't get me wrong, Jarf. I like the wheel strategy. I like the idea of it. But for my 9-year-old daughter, now you've been here, you know about my 9-year-old daughter. Daddy, what are you doing? Can you teach me? So trying to teach a 9-year-old how to trade stocks, well, it's not the easiest thing in the world. Okay? So you come up with a couple of rules and a couple of criteria. Simple, safe, predictable, consistent, and no way for her to lose. 9-year-old little girl. We don't want her losing money. She's going to cry. I'm going to be sleeping on the couch. Yeah? You don't think so? You got a 9-year-old. You teach her something and she does it wrong and she loses everything. She's going to cry. And then I'm going to feel like crap. And you know what happens when a 9-year-old starts crying? Mama gets involved. Mama gets involved. I'm sleeping on the couch. No, the couch wasn't that bad. It was actually a very comfy couch. 86 is in the house. We can all go home now. Woohoo! All righty. All right. No dividends and is independent on crypto. Yeah, Alex, I get that. Okay. All trends. Okay, Ben, how you doing? Jeff Sachs again. Suki, good evening. Cooney, good evening. All right, so what else do we have down here? Do you like BYL? Hell no. Mike, don't even. Okay, I'm a Gen Xer. Don't tell me about factory-made meat. Hell no. Hell no. Oh, Wade Carlson, how are you? Jacob Smith, what's going on? All right. So Mike Freeman, don't take it personally, brother. Really don't. Okay. If you're going to feed me a steak and you tell me it's fake from a factory, man, I'm just going to lose my shit. Okay? Don't feed me that crap. I don't want nothing to do with it whatsoever. Okay? Your best bet to do, if you're going to be buying that crap, don't tell people what it is. Most blue chips have poor premiums. How do you get 1% on those? Jarf! Wonderful. How do I get 1% on a blue chip stock? Let's take a look at Microsoft. Okay, it's a blue chip stock, MSFT. How do I get 1%? Okay, I get now, Jarf, you've been here a couple of times, and I can't believe you're actually asking me how do I get 1% on a blue chip stock. Let's take a look at Microsoft. MSFT 492. Here's the high of the year. Here's the low of the year. Here's where it was a year ago. Here's where it is now. Down, up, down, up, down, up. You can't deny that those are the numbers. Great. Let's look at the 90-day. That's the last 3 months. Hold on. Hold on. The last 90. The last 3 months. Top, bottom, is. Look at this. Sideways, up, down, up. Definitely in an upward trend. Great. It's at 492. The 492s are going for 730. Jarf, sit tight, strap yourself in, get ready for this, buddy. Here we go. Let's get rid of this. Let's do what's called a covered call, Mr. Jarf. It currently at this moment in time, 492. Now, Jarf, if I buy it at 492 and I sell it to someone else at 492.50, let's find out what I'm going to make. Are you right? Here we go. The 492.50. It's called a covered call, brother. What I'm doing is I'm buying the stock at a certain price. 492. That's what I'm buying it for. First thing tomorrow morning. If I buy it first thing tomorrow morning, 492. Great. Now I'm going to turn around and I'm going to sell it for 492. Now that's weird. Why would I buy it at 492 then turn around and sell it at 492? Hold on. Jarf, I don't care about the delta. I'm not even looking at the delta. Don't look at the delta. Disregard the delta. Don't care about it. Okay? If I'm buying it at 492, I'm selling it at 492, I'm going to collect a premium. Let's see what that premium is. Okay? First off, let's just buy one contract so you understand what one is. Okay? It's going to do it at the market so it fills instantaneously. If, Jarf, if I buy Microsoft, first thing in the morning, here's the order. Buy one covered call Microsoft. 19 December 25. That means I'm buying the stock at the market, at the open, first thing in the morning. I am then turning around and selling it immediately to someone else for $492.50. What am I picking up? I'm picking up $774 just for the privilege of letting somebody buy it from me for the same price I just paid for it. Let me say that a little slower. I'm buying it at $492. I'm selling it at $492.50 because that's what the strike price is. I'm buying it at $492, selling it at $492.50. Somebody is paying me $774 per contract to buy it from me for the same price I just paid for it, pretty much close to it. Just to buy it for the same price I just paid for it. That makes no sense whatsoever. However, let's check this out. If they're going to give me $774, I'm putting up $48,000. Okay, let's do the math. You ready, Jarf? Here we go. To find out the rate of return on anything, you got to take the profit, $774. That's the profit, $774. Now, what is my investment? Well, my investment in this is cost of trade, including commissions and fees, $48,000. Now, you might think $48,000 is a lot of money. Well, it's not really if you think about it. Okay, I'm 62 years, well, I'm going to be 62 years old in a couple of weeks. I've worked since 1974. Okay, it is my responsibility. A dime, nickel, quarter, a buck, $5, $10, my whole life, a nickel, quarter. Anytime I get some money, just throw it aside. You take that money and you invest it. Why? Because we're the only species on the planet that's got to pay to live here. And to the degree in which you want to live, you got to make sure you have that money once you retire. You got two choices. Invest the money yourself, take responsibility to learn how to do it. Two, I don't want to do it, you do it. Give the money to someone else, let them do it for you. Two choices, that's all you got. Do it yourself, get that nice fat return, or give it to someone else and let them give you whatever they think you deserve. Okay? I'd rather do it myself. Okay, so let's do this. $774 is the profit. My investment, $48,000. Okay, I've been working over 50 years. I don't think $48,000 is a lot of money at this point in my life. Now, for some of you guys just starting out, especially the high school student, I forget his name, Beast. Okay, Beast is in his 20s. You got a long way to go, dude. This one might be a little too much for you, but you can still take advantage of it because there are other strategies that you can do with less amount of money on the same stock. We're not going to talk about that now. We're talking about this one. Okay, profit. We're going to divide it by the investment and see what the rate of return is. I bet you it's more than 1%. Here we go. We're going to divide it by the investment, $48,476. That gives me a grand total of 1.59. Okay? Okay? Jarf, does that make sense? I'm buying it for the current price, $492.32. I'm selling it $492.50. Okay? I'm selling somebody the right, not the obligation. That means they can buy it if they want. But whatever happens tomorrow morning, they are giving me $774 just for the privilege to buy it anytime between now and the 19th of December, which is next Friday. That's 1.6%, dude. You're asking me about 1. This is 1.6. Do you like Microsoft? That's a tough question. Okay, so I got 5 simple rules. Okay, the criteria is easy. Simple, safe, predictable, consistent, no way to lose. That's for my 9-year-old. Okay, where it's a little bit different for us. For us, it's never buy something you don't want to hold or you don't understand. If you don't understand it, you don't want to hold on to it, don't buy it. Simple, right? Rule number 2, never sell at a loss. Okay, if I buy it at $492.30, there's no way in God's green earth am I going to ever sell it for less than I paid for it. Because rule number 2, never sell at a loss. Rule number 3, make sure the company's consistently profitable. Microsoft is I believe it's a dividend aristocrat. Okay, more than quarter of a century of increased profits. Rule number 4, weekly options only. That's where that weekly crap comes in. Every single week, weekly options. I can do this every single week. And then rule number 5, make sure all the numbers work. What is that? All the numbers, the current price, $492. I'm selling it at $492. I'm collecting $770. I'm putting up this. I'm collecting 1.6% for 1 week. 1.6 for 1 week. What is that for the year? You multiply that by 52 because there's 52 weeks in the year. Grand total of 83%. No way. Does that make sense? Okay. I didn't even get his response. And I don't even pay attention to the delta. Okay. Oheen, good evening. Good evening. User getting polka dot rips. All right. Ryan Sharp, how are you doing? FA at 492, you spend 40,000. And FH, what's wrong with investing 40,000 bucks? Okay, if you think 40,000 is a lot when you get in your 60s and you think 40,000 a lot, you definitely made some bad choices in your life, brother. When you get in your 60s and you're retired, you should have at least 6 digits, 100,000 or more. At least 40, 50 years of working, 40 hours a week, you should have at least 6 digits, brother. You really should. Okay? So 40,000 is not a lot of money. Look at it this way. The average house nowadays is 400,000. 40 grand is only 10% of a house. We're talking about an investment to enable you to live comfortably for the rest of your life. Yeah, it's got to be a little bit more. RL seems too good to be true. Well, unfortunately, RL, it's not too good to be true. It is a little time consuming. You got to spend 5 to 10 minutes a day. Terribly sorry. It's kind of like brushing your teeth, combing your hair, or shaving. Doesn't last forever. You got to do it every day. Jarf, so at the money strike price. I prefer in the money. It's safer. At the money, it's great. 86, Jarf, usually crosses the strike price as long as it's a 1% or more. 86 has got it right. Woohoo! Does it make sense, though? Covered calls are capital intensive. Brother, I understand what you're saying. Now, from the two responses that you just put in, I can basically tell you are not quite retired yet. Okay, you're probably still in, what, 20, 30, 40 years to go before you retire. If you think 40,000 is a lot of money now, wait until you get in your 60s. 40,000 is not a lot. Okay, the average car nowadays costs 30, 40 grand. 40 grand is not a lot. Jarf, so at the money strike price, yeah, sometimes. Always depends on what the numbers look like. Life in beta, it's called the poor man's covered call. Okay, life in beta, I love the poor man's covered call. I do. It's actually called a calendar spread. We're not going to talk about it here because I only give away one for free. That's it. I just spent the last 2.5, almost 3 hours sitting here sharing with you for free. I'm not trying to sell anything. I'm just sharing information. I'm creating a video diary, a video dialogue for my children and my grandchildren when I'm gone. They can read, they can review it. Hey, Papa G, this is what he's doing. Great. Yay. Yeah. He's explained a regular man's covered call, just a regular covered call. How does that work? Jacob, how does it work? All right, Jacob, let me see if I can give you a for instance. Okay. If you don't know how a covered call works, let me see if I get this right. Let's say hypothetically you're at a party and you hear somebody at the front door say, "Yo, Packy Run, who wants something?" And you say, "Yeah, pick me up a 6," and you throw him a 20. Okay? Keep the change. Comes back, he gives you your 6, he gets to keep the change. Kind of the same thing. Kind of. I'm buying a stock, I'm selling it to someone else, they're paying me a premium. They're giving me a tip to do them a favor. I'm buying a stock, I'm buying it at 492, 492.30. This person is giving me a tip. Say, hey, pick me up some. Great. So I'm going to pick up 100 shares, 492. It's going to cost me 48,000 bucks. This person is giving me a tip, 788. I'm buying it at the current price. I'm selling it for basically the same price I paid for it, and that person is paying me a premium, 788. It comes to a grand total of whatever the hell it was, 1.6%, if you like it. So I'm going to save this one. This will be the last one for the night, and we'll be calling it a day. You guys have a great day. We're going to do this all again tomorrow. And let's do this one. Microsoft. It is 1.6. 1.6 on Microsoft. There it is. Whoops. I don't want to do that. But how about we do this? Like that right there. We'll do this. We'll do this. And we will do this. Microsoft, 19 December. That's next Friday. The 492.50 call option. 788 is the profit, 48,000 is the investment, and it is 1.6% return for 1 week if you like the company Microsoft. Yay, look at this. FH, always something to bad. All right, wait a second. What did he say? Bum, ba-da-dum, bum, 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 da-da-dum, dum, dum. Okay. FH, when Microsoft goes down $5 tomorrow, you still could make 270 at the end of the week. Not necessarily so. Okay? Now, if I buy it tomorrow morning at 492, tomorrow morning, okay? Listen to this just for a second, FH. If I buy it tomorrow morning, 492, okay? The market opens at 9:30 a.m. So 9:31 a.m. I buy this. 9:31 in 30 seconds, I sell this and collect 788. If the stock drops between the beginning of the day and the end of the day, I still made this money right here. This is my investment. That never changes. Okay, if the stock drops, I really don't care. Microsoft has been consistently profitable for 25 years. That's a quarter of a century. My only concern is the company consistently profitable? Do they have weekly options? That's only two. Two, that's it. Microsoft example is over a week and it's the 9th. Yeah, I see that. Okay, now the only reason that is because tomorrow is Wednesday. Okay, there's 5 days in a week: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. That's 20%, 40%, 60%, 80%, 100%. Okay, 2 days are gone. 20% is gone, 40% is gone. All we get left is 60%. It's not going to cut it. So I'm going to go to next week. Okay, so doing it this week is only 3 days left. I do most of my trading on Monday. I don't have any money left. All my money's tied up. Okay, all my money's tied up on Monday. I get the premiums on Monday. Tuesday, I pay my bills. Every Tuesday, I pay all my bills on every Tuesday. Anyway, that being said, let's save this one. What was it again? 1.6. Whatever, we're done anyway. That being said, hope that made sense. Ronnie, how you doing? Daniel, do you invest Roth IRA? No, I don't, Daniel. 1.6. Wow, we got 9 today. No way. One. Whoops. This one. 1.6. We are done for the evening. You guys have a great day. We'll catch you later. Okay, guys, have fun. We'll catch you later. New replies. All right, let's get out of there. You guys have a great day. Thanks for stopping by. And now the end is near. And so I face the final curtain. Do I invest in IRA? No, I do not. Yes, but if it doesn't but if you don't have 48,000 to invest in Microsoft, then you can do a PMCC, poor man's covered call. Yeah, I got that. You could also do dividend capturing. You could also do what is that? A back ratio spread. You can also do a debit spread or a credit spread. There's a lot of things you can do with the information. Once you have the information of what it is you want to do, you think Microsoft's going to go up? Yeah, I think Microsoft's going to go up. Hold on a second. Let's get out of here. Get out of there. Get out of there. Get out of there and go to there and go to there. All right. So here's the top for Microsoft, 555. She dropped down to 465. Now she's going up. Microsoft has been consistently profitable for over a quarter of a century. That means every single year, regardless of the stock price, okay, the company is consistently profitable. I still stand on 40,000 is a lot to tie up for 700 bucks. If you have another way, simple, safe, predictable, consistent, 1% per week on 5 to 10 minutes a day with a degree of certainty and safety that the covered call gives with a good quality company, I'm more than glad to hear it. My bet is you don't. I've been doing this for 30 years. I've done plenty of trading. If you come up with a trading idea, I've probably done it. Okay, if you think $700 a week on a $40,000 investment is a lot of money for 700 bucks. That's for 1 week, brother. You do that 4 times, that's $2,800 for 1 month. $40,000 for a $2,800 in return for 1 month, brother. You're looking at it all wrong. Okay, whatever you're thinking, it's not on the same page. So what you're thinking is kind of giving me the idea that you are in the wrong place. Okay, if you think 40,000 is a lot of money, well, number one, you're not ready for covered calls. Because I'm retired, dude. I'm doing this for people that are retired looking for simple, safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week. If it's not enough for you, if 700 a week is not enough on a $40,000 investment, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know any other simple, safe, predictable investments that are out there. And what do you think you can get for 40K for 1 week? And then over and over and over and over again. You can have this conversation all night. And I don't really think you really want to go up against me because, something I have that you don't have. All right? It's called wisdom. You get wisdom by making stupid mistakes, learning from those stupid mistakes. And I've done a lot of them. Okay? 61 going on 62. I made a lot of mistakes in my life. That's where you get wisdom from. You cannot buy wisdom, you have to earn it. And if you think 40 grand's a lot, you're definitely in the wrong place. And if you think $700 profit on a $40,000 investment is not enough on a weekly basis, you're definitely in the wrong mind space, and you're definitely in the wrong place for this. Don't get me wrong, there's plenty of people out there that do trading strategies that are a lot more profitable. But don't forget, with more profit comes more risk, comes more time and effort. Okay, I'm looking at 1% per week for 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, I got 100 grand, 1% a week is $1,000. That's $1,000 an hour. $1,000 an hour for my time on that one account. I got an account that's got 500,000 in. That's $5,000 for 1 hour of my time. It's all in relative of what you're talking about. What are you comparing it to? Okay, you buy a piece of property, it's going to cost you 400 grand. By the time you pay the mortgage, the insurance, the taxes and all that bullshit, what are you walking away with? Most realtors, or most real estate investors are happy getting a 7% per year. 7% per year. Who the hell do you know gets 50% per year? Nobody that I know. Anyway, Jarf, what's your strategy when the stock dives? Jarf, dude, you've been here long enough. Okay? When the stock goes down, I just keep dropping my strike price to get some kind of income coming in. FH, just add 700 times 52. Thank you, up down trader. Shopperlative. My worry with this is being tied up too much capital chasing a stock moving in the wrong direction. Well, Shopperlative, this is not a game that you should be playing. If you are the delusional thought that you buy something and it's going to do nothing but go up, you're seriously mistaken and someone's lying to you. Stocks do 2 things and only 2 things. They go up, they go down. They do not come to your house, take the dog for a walk. They do not dump the trash. They do not tuck you in. They do not make you chicken soup when you're not feeling well. Stocks go up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. That's all they do. Your job, if this is the game you want to play, is watch it. It goes up, that's the time to sell. When she drops, that's the time to buy. Up, down, it's all it does. Figure out how to ride the roller coaster. Okay, what else do we have? Okay, got it. Can you look at, let's look at, okay, MHMM, we'll take a look at that tomorrow. Jacob, do I day trade or swing trade? I don't do either. Okay, I trade on a weekly basis. I'm looking for cash flow, safely cash flow. Simple, safe, predictable, consistent, 1% per week. That's what I'm looking for. But a 0% chance you make your full purse every week and not lose the underlying. Whoa, I love negative people. I do. Okay, so FH. FH, are you ready for this? Now, what I'm going to show you, FH, I open to everybody. All right, are you ready? FH, account 1, account 2, account 3. Week 1, December 30th through January 3rd. That's week 1 of this year. 4.2, 1.8, 6.1. That's week number 1. Week number 2, 2.3, 1.7, 1.8. Let me continue. Week number 3, January 13th to the 17th. 4.8, 3.6, 1.8. Week number 4, 2.3, 2.2, 3.3. Week number 5, 3.8, 1.2, 3.5. Week number 6, 3.01, 1.5, 3.7. How much longer do you want me to do this? Week number 7, 1.4, 1.1, 3.1. I can do this all night long. I've been doing this. Hold on. Let's do this for a second. Let's go to 2024 because I saved all those trades too. Here we go. 2024. Here's all these trades. Let's go all the way down. All the way down. All right. Right there. FH, check this out. My very first trading that I shared online. Now, I've been trading since the 1990s. August 31st, 2011. Monthly average, 9.7. 2012, 8.7 average. 2013, 3.3% average. What do we have here? July 6, 2013. What do we have here? February 2013. What do we have here? Keep going. Right there. Whoops, nope. Right there. Oh, 2021. What do we have here? 9 years ago, 10 years ago, 10 years ago, 8 years ago. Believe it or not, FH, I get 1,300 videos, and no, none of them are AI. They're all me standing in front of the camera doing an hour or two just like I am now. Okay, I simply, safely, predictably, every single week, after week, after week, after week. What happens when the stock goes down? I keep it. Rule number 1, never buy something you don't want to hold long term. Stocks go up, stocks go down. Dave, you always lose me when you say, let's look at the chart. It's up, it's down, it's up. Dave, I have no idea why I'm losing you. I'm for this, by the way, and I think he inspires in the right ways. Thank you. Of course, but that's why you don't put it all in one company. Hell no, never. Okay, what I like to have anywhere between 4 and 8 companies at a time. That's it. I don't like to do more than that. The Melbourne woke shit. Oh, really? That's your name? Melbourne woke shit? That Melbourne woke shit. Okay. No, it's not. It's betting that it won't go above the prediction and you keep the change. Or it does. Okay. Luxury connoisseur. What's the best strategy with $1 million in cash? You do realize there are a lot of different strategies. You have to ask that from a different perspective. What is it you're looking to do? How much risk do you want to put in? How much time and effort do you want to do? How do you even want to do it yourself, or do you want to give it to someone else, let them do it for you? Okay, Jacob, is that guaranteed? Jacob, there's only 3 guarantees in life. I'm sure you know what 2 of them are. You probably don't know the third one. Fair point on Microsoft. You do realize, FH, Microsoft is just one out of 300 companies that are consistently profitable for more than 2 decades. I check every single week. This week, there's 10,710 different companies. Out of all those, only about 5,800 pay dividends. Out of those, there's only about 3,000 that pay dividends over 5%. Okay? Out of all those, there's only 300 that consistently pay dividends for over 2 decades and have weekly options. Those are the only ones I'm interested in. I could care less about anything else on the market. Don't care. Okay, nothing is guaranteed. Thank you, 86. Life in beta. You won't make 700 a week, but you keep rolling it every week, even for less, as long as you are selling below your cost. Absolutely, I'm going to agree with you. Jake Smith, thank you. Thanks for the info. Yay! Captain, do you ever day trade options? No, I don't. 86, thank you. Herm Lewis. That assume it gets all, it all goes your way. LK's Corner. That assume it all goes your way. I'm not quite sure what you mean by that. Lewis, I'm new to this. What is your first step? Lewis, the first step is just to show up. That's it. Just show up. Show up, listen with an open mind. Okay? Now, it took my 9-year-old daughter. Now, Lewis, you're new here, so you have no idea. The trading strategy I give away for free every night. Simple, safe, predictable, consistent, no way to lose for my 9-year-old daughter. Rule 1, never buy something you don't understand or you don't want to hold on to. Rule 2, never sell at a loss. Rule 3, make sure the company is consistently profitable. Rule 4, weekly options only. And Rule 5, make sure all the numbers work. What do I mean? What am I buying it for? What am I selling? Where is it? Where is it going? What should I do next? All the numbers got to work. It's really not difficult. If I'm buying it for $100, 1% of $100 is $1. If I can get that every single week, that's over 50% per year. But first step, Lewis, show up every night. I'm here at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The more risk, time, effort is a solid point. I appreciate how you said that. FH, I appreciate that. For me, FH, I'm 61, I'm going to be 62. Basically, all I have left now is time to spend with my family. I spent the first 40, 50, 60 years of my life taking care of my family. All my children are on their own. Okay, my boys, they all have their own houses. The 2 girls, well, they haven't bought their houses yet because they haven't got married yet. But when they do, I will help them buy their houses. That's what a parent's supposed to do. Now I have all this time because I'm retired now. What am I supposed to do? So I'm sharing with you guys for free. I don't ask for any payment. I'm trying to create a video diary for my children and my grandchildren because I'm not delusional thinking I'm going to be here forever. And what I have up here should be saved and passed on. That's why I'm here. You like it, you don't like it. Hey, that's up to you. But for me, I would prefer to hang out with my 5-year-old grandson and play with Legos and, do weird, silly 5-year-old shit rather than make money. I could sit in front of my computer, make a whole shitload of money and not share it with anyone. That's greedy. In my opinion, no, that's not me. I want to share what I know. So I'm here every night sharing what I know. So 5 to 10 minutes a day is worth 1%. 5 to 10 minutes a day of my time makes me 1% every single week. That is plenty for me. You want more? You need to find something else. This is slow. This is boring. This is monotonous. It's repetitive. It's the same thing over and over and over again. But the funny thing about repetitiveness, boring, and unexciting, it's consistently profitable. It's consistently successful. I don't buy anything that's crap. Everything I buy, you probably heard of. I don't buy crap. Okay? All right, let's go. What else do we have? The Melbourne. Did you make those with Grok or Gemini? Dude, I don't. No. Oh, hell freaking no. Dude, I am so freaking old school. I write shit down. I don't trust computers as far as I can throw them. Okay, which is kind of weird because here we are on a computer. Anything I find interesting, I write down. All right. I don't use AI. I don't trust it. I don't use it. I do everything myself. How do you come to the 50% gains? 1% a week. There's 52 weeks in a year. So 1%, 1%, 1%, 1%. It's 50% a year. It's actually more than 50% a year, but people get really freaky when you say more than 50% a year. Taryn, what time do you start every night? Every night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, what next? JMF, thank you. Mills, thank you. Difference Maker, thank you. Difference Maker. Okay, basically we're done. That's all the questions. Yay, we're done. All right. Do I like Beyond? Hell no. Mikey, don't even do that shit. Okay, I ain't even coming to your house. Fuck no. You want to serve me some of that Beyond Meat crap? Hell no. I'd rather starve. He was trying to imply that your stats are for a year were made up. All right, let's check this out. Let's do this for the fun of it. Okay, here we go. Okay, I don't need cash sweep. I don't need that. I don't need that. Here we go. Okay, this is my current trades right here. What is this? 12.8, that's today. 12.8, that's today. 12.8, that's today. 12.4, that was last week. 12.1, that was last week. 12.1 last week. 11.28 a couple weeks ago. 11.24. 11.21. Okay, Kohl's. Oh, look at this. Harley Davidson, Kohl's, Marvel, Kohl's, Apache, Tesla, Riley, Kohl's, Harley Davidson. This is all right now. Okay, you don't like that one? Take a look at this. Hold on. Damn it. Hold on. Cash sweep. Right there. That's every single trade that I did. All the fees, all the commissions, all the amounts, and the totals. Right there. It's all there. Okay, it's every single trade that I have done in the last 96 days. Anyway, the Gemini group comment. Yeah, I don't do that. Anyway, that's it. You guys have a great night. We'll do this again all tomorrow. Have a great night, everyone. There are exceptions, of course. There always are exceptions, of course, Alex. But thanks for hanging out, Alex. We'll talk to you later. You guys have a great night. Thanks for your input. Yeah, cheers, mate. I'm going to get okay, trying to learn a bit, okay? Not going to invest in anything until I know more. Hey, Jacob, I don't blame you. Stop by here often. I'm here every night, dude. Jacob, if you haven't already, I would recommend paper trading. That makes sense. Is that an app, paper trading? No, Jacob, you can go to almost any brokerage. Okay, Charles Schwab, Fidelity. I don't know if Robinhood, does Robinhood have paper trading? It's kind of like Monopoly. It's playing real estate without, real money. You buy 4 greenhouses, 1 red hotel. You go around. You collect $200 to go to jail. Blah blah blah. All the kind of nice, neat, fun stuff. Practice. See you, Papa J. It's Papa G. Papa G. Yeah, that'll work. All right. You're welcome. Come back tomorrow. I'll be back again tomorrow. You guys have a great night. Have a lovely day.